Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play in Victoria 3 with the National Awakening DLC that just dropped earlier this week. And we're playing as Serbia. So obviously, I'm sure all of you guys know, or most of you guys know, that the DLC kind of deals with the Balkans, and also Ottomans and Austria, mainly Austria, but kind of Austria, the Balkans, and the Ottomans. It's a very flavorful mod, I guess, if that makes any sense. There's lots of flavor added for these countries here, and also being able to either gain your independence or gain more land from your oppressors, like in our case, from the Ottomans and the Austrians, that we will need to go ahead and get land back, because the goal in this Let's Play is to form Yugoslavia, which hopefully we'll be able to do. And I think it may be a little bit easier with this DLC than what it was before, and I will explain shortly. But first, we have a new map style, and I mean, it's quite pretty with all of these this art on the oceans and even some other stuff on the table. We have some new coinage, some tobacco and stuff like that. Some nice kibasa, some foods, some nice Turkish coffee with Turkish delight and so on. But yeah, I don't know about the color scheme yet, but I kind of do like it, so I'll stick with this map. Let me know if you guys like it or not. But I kind of do. I do like that whole the whole new art style that they have. Still ends up being the names of the oceans and waters is German, so that is fine, because again, the main driver for this DLC was Austria. But anyways, what makes this a bit easier than what it used to be to play in the Balkans, and kind of whether it's with Serbia or trying to do a Hungary game or something. First of all, Hungary here is not independent, but they're a subject of Austria, along with Croatia and Transylvania here. But also there are events and journal entries to kind of get you to either gain your independence from Austria, gain some of these areas, for example, for us in Serbia, because we have Montenegro here, we have a part of Western Serbia here, part of Eastern Serbia, Kosovo, Bosnia here as well. There is this Usküp called now. It obviously will change names. Then there's Slavonia, Croatia, Dalmatia, all of these states that can, or we can, encourage fervor, which is a new kind of a mechanic where you can kind of encourage. So if I go here to Ottomans, there you go, start supporting separatism, which we obviously need nationalism first, but this will increase fervor of Serbian people in the Ottomans, and they can kind of join a rebellion to break away from the Ottomans and come join us. But that's, again, quite a bit down the road. What makes it easier as well in another sense is that they separated the states, I guess, now that Serbia starts with Western Serbia and Eastern Serbia. They do own only partial states, but before it was North Serbia and South Serbia here. And the good thing about this is now, right off the bat, from the beginning of the game, we have access to both iron and coal, which is huge to start the game off with. Because before, with Northern Serbia only having iron, you would have to somehow get a hold of Southern Serbia to be able to get the coal to kind of get your economy going. And again, once stuff comes up as the game goes through, we will kind of address it. I will address this first journal entry here that we do have. But for now, let's go ahead and begin improving relations with both the Russians and the Austrians. We hopefully will be able to get them to help us out against the Ottomans at some point. Again, a little bit further down the road. And we shall start with some sort of tech here. We don't have the lathe. Intensive agriculture would be okay. Bessemer process, maybe. Atmospheric engine, we will definitely need motor industry, but that's not the most important. Again, we could do military, but we're not going to be doing military right away. But I think getting stock exchange might be the better thing to do, because this gives us a little bit more market access price impact. I know it will be a little bit better with just our own, with only having 2 states, but we will start with that. Banking is a pretty good thing too, because it will give me some extra leeway with money right off the bat, so I will queue that up afterwards, and then we will go ahead and switch to intensive agriculture at that point, and we'll see how the game progresses. So when it comes to buildings, we don't really have that much. So our development, we have a couple of barracks, not to worry about that right now. We have some wheat farms, some livestock ranches here, and a winery, and nothing for urban development whatsoever. But we will start off with building 2 iron mines right off the bat. Coal could be useful as well, but I am not going to stress about that. And I will also go ahead and start with a wood here. We may do this, but what I actually should have started with is a construction sector. So we'll do this as soon as the mine comes online. We will then hopefully be able to do some tools. So we will do tools. We'll do everything in Western Serbia for now, and then we will see how all of that goes. And might as well queue up a sawmill or logging camp in Eastern Serbia as well. Maybe go ahead and queue up a wheat farm and even a livestock ranch in there. And eventually, at some point down the road, let's go ahead and do a coal mine here as well. Okay, so I know it's been a while. I have not done a unpause yet. We will get to that very, very shortly. But here, this is one of the first journal entries that's new that we just start on with to the beginning of the game, and it is people are divided between Obrenović and Karađorđević houses. So this deals with our royal family. So according to our informers, the house of Karađorđević, a family whose founder was once known as a hero of Serbian people, are plotting to dethrone the house of Obrenović. Karađorđević liberated Serbian provinces from the tyranny of renegade janissaries and sparked the light of freedom at the dawn of the century. However, it was also he who fled the field of battle when the situation was dire. The house of Obrenović stepped up to carry the banner since then. In time, the plotters will surely attempt to incite the people to achieve their mischievous goals and dethrone the Obrenović. If dynasty loyalty reaches 0, our ruler and their dynasty will overthrow and replaced by a member of the house of Karađorđević. So this here is a kind of a slider. It'll mostly depend on what kind of events we get, and I feel like in this DLC there's much more events, much more flavor stuff happening here. But right off the bat, we're kind of leaning towards the loyalty of the Obrenovic, and we might stay with them. But again, we will see how everything goes and how the flow of the game kind of goes. Okay, one other thing is we do have some government things to do. I wouldn't mind starting a law right away. I was checking before here. Our first two guys, can I check here? Yeah, he is a Democrat. The leader of the landowners is a Democrat. And so is the leader of the rural folk, which is actually pretty decent because I do want to get more, I guess, more accepting and more liberal, I guess, if you want to say, in this run, because we will get limited on population where we are and what we have right off the bat. So I think going with elected bureaucrats right off the bat is pretty good. It will piss off the intelligentsia, but they're marginalized, which is kind of weird. He's a positivist, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and do elected bureaucrats for now. We'll start with that. And then, well, yeah, let's do some promote education here. Then we will also produce road maintenance to get more state construction efficiency. And maybe encourage resource gathering would be nice as well. Plus maybe do some consumption taxes on, let's call it tobacco, so that we can get at least some money here from this. So finally it is time to unpause and let's go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. We can support some extra things here. So let's go ahead and do here, and let's do possibly Italy, because we may want to do some improving the relations here with two Sicilies and cannot do with this. So of course Hungary started damaging the relations, and here's the throne of thorns. The scale of power shifts between Karađorđević and the ruling Obrenović family. Allegiances have been promised left and right without much thought who is the rightful ruler of Serbia. And obviously it's already been added here, so we will go ahead and do that. We can go and check some of these other thing. We do also have this Serbia and Montenegro one here. So the people of Montenegro has always seen themselves as Serbs, tragically separated from the brethren in Serbia by the tyrannical Ottoman Empire. If both states were free and shared a common border, they could unite as one great Serbian nation. So basically, if we take over some land from the Ottomans and touch Montenegro here, they will kind of integrate right off the bat. Obviously, we can launch campaigns and we can slain the rulers. Well, slain the rulers not yet because we need a paper mill, but we will kind of just leave this as is and see how things go. The Serb-Austrian Fellowship has offered us an opportunity to establish a defensive pact with Austria. You know what? We will try to do that, but I don't know if that is going to happen. Let's not do absolutist movement. Could we do a defensive pact with them? No, this is 230 negative, so I don't think we will be able to do any of that. Okay, there we go. We are starting on with the iron. Wallachia. Wait, support independence, but you want me to give you money? How about no? Would you give me money? Okay, if I say $1,000. You would give me money. Well, look at that. You know what? I wouldn't mind that. I'm not going to be too greedy and ask for more, and we'll even ask for an obligation from them. Don't think we need military access, but let's go ahead and do this. And we will have mutual sport independence. Let's keep going with this. Once that is done, we can probably do iron frame build. Actually, we will need some more wood and tools. So let's finish this up, those first few constructions, and then we will go from there. And there we go. Elected bureaucrats is about to pass here. It's an ascension or ascent. So that should be pretty good. Would these guys want to support? Okay, we may be able to get support independence from Russia with the power block embassy. So let's go ahead and do that right away. Wait a minute. So we can advance this here. Yeah, let's just get enactment success chance. Okay, renegade Haiduks. So we have irregular troops under the command of Alexander Karadziordzevich have been harassing the Sunni and Jewish neighborhoods. Let them be, or they will turn to their own for loot, or this cannot continue. So we will just say let them do it. It's fine. We don't have that many Sunni and Jewish populations at the moment, so that should be fine to do that for now. How likely are these guys to possibly do something? Not that likely, but we will continue going towards that. How is this here? There we go. Elected bureaucrats is done. And I almost want to go right away into wealth voting. This will piss off the Orthodox Church a little bit. But I feel like that's okay. We don't have any schooling, nothing like that. We can't do national supremacy. Yeah, taxes, no, not gonna do anything. Not serfdom, thank you very much. Yeah, let's go try and pass wealth voting right away. And then we will see how that goes. Okay, I think we can support another construction sector. So let's go ahead and do that before we do anything else. And it's sliding towards the Obrenovic right away. So I think we may just keep it. Okay, we're stockpiling gold. Don't worry, we will not be stockpiling gold too much longer. Once we do have... Okay, several prominent supporters of the absolutist movement have approached the government with an ambitious petition to see through their agenda. The petition has been promoted as a necessary starting point among the movement's membership. The thing is, I don't think I want absolutist movement, because I want to kind of more go towards a republic versus staying a thing. Let's not get too many more radicals. So let's just do this. I think that should be fine. We'll get the wealth voting going here. What do we have here? Education access. That definitely sucks. But we will see what we can do on that front. Okay, this is not going down, so let's not do that. Let's get one more in Western Serbia here, and then move it up all the way to the top for now before we start on the tooling workshop, since we are already stockpiling gold and I do not want to do that for now. Would you support independence? No. Austria, did you change your mind at all with the defensive pact or support independence? No, you did not. Okay, we do have a stall, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll improve the success chance. That seems fine with me. Local police force, you know what, they must understand this is not in our interest at the moment. Unfortunately, our legitimacy is going down, but it's still in this level, so I am a-okay with that. There we go. Look at this, our gold reserves are going down. Wow, another stall really sucks. I will do the bureaucracy hit because we don't really use too much bureaucracy at the moment anyways. But yeah, we will see what we can do. We may be able to do some support independence with Greece here as well. But we will see how all of that will go. Okay, there we go. Tooling is almost done. So once tools are ready to go, we... Okay, there's banking. We will get some more money happening here. And we could possibly start doing some extra things. I mean, none of this gives me extra money, to be fully honest. So let's not do that at the moment. Okay, there we go. Wealth voting done. First election is going to happen. It's not going to be too much going on in here anyways, but we do have that now. Bread, butter, ballot. With the price of groceries rising, yeah, we'll just give you minus momentum. That's fine. Okay, we did finish our tools. The thing is, we're still dependent on the Ottoman market because we are in the Ottoman market. We could go ahead and say, hey, request market control, which they basically will say no to. But at least it gives me more things to do this way. And I will go ahead and start damaging relations with them so that we can keep it at this level. Because I think they are improving relations with us, right? No, they're not, but that's fine. We will keep the relations on poor because we do not want them to be able to reduce our autonomy at all. So that should be fine. What we need for our people in general here. So if I go to population, the poor strata, yeah, clothing, grain is good. Furniture is one thing that they need. So we will go ahead and build a textile mill, build a furniture shop, possibly even do a paper mill. Do also a... Oh, wait a minute. We don't need to do that because it is being done via private means. Oh, excuse me. So for now, let's actually get the coal down to the bottom because we don't need that right now. Yeah, nothing we can do. There goes the lathe. Okay, Napoleonic warfare is good. And campaign financing, whoever that was. That is the first election done. If you reform government, we will just put everyone in here because everyone will like that. So let's confirm all of that. And we could try to do religious schooling, which will get the Orthodox Church a little bit more on our side here. We can also do professional armies, which will piss off the landowners. But I am okay with that. You know what? First things first, let's get religious schooling. And then we will go from there. Okay. We will do the wheat and the livestock for now. We could possibly go ahead and do iron frame buildings. Okay, so what is this? An outbreak of crop disease in Baden has begun to spread across much of the European continent. With the failed harvest, looming fear of famine have begun to circle. Let's do this here. Yeah, let's get up a fund. Let's try to do iron frame buildings. This may not bode very well for us. Yeah, there we go. But we can do wrought iron tools. I think that should be fine. Because we're not really using our 2 mines, or we are, but just not very efficiently. Okay, so what is this here now? Great. See, I do not want to be in this war on the Ottoman side. You see, because now they're here, we cannot have this treaty to support independence because these guys now called me into here. This is bull crap. Okay, is there any way I can do... No, that's the thing. I cannot do anything. They will come through here. Let's do something like this. Only Serb formations. Yeah, this is not going to be very good for us. For some reason, they called us in here for some sort of a reason, but we will not help one bit on this front. So let's see how we can do anything without going bankrupt here. We may... yeah, we will definitely need to do this, so we will go ahead and do this. An exile at the gate. He's a Democrat. This may be... But we already have what we needed. That's fine. We don't need him. We already have him. Could have possibly gotten him in here. No, we'll get political strength to the military. That's fine with me. You see, these guys will lose because I don't think the Brits... It just... This sucks for me because this is going to throw my my states into devastation. This is very, very bad. Can I, like... I can't capitulate because I do not have my own thing. So we just have to hope that this war kind of ends sooner rather than later. At least the Ottomans did lose their capital, which is great. I do approve of that. But the Egyptians are not really doing too hot, but at least the Ottomans have started losing things. If the Egyptians gain... oh, they're just humiliating them. This is not for independence here. Okay. And that is fine. Come on, guys. Just peace out. Peace out. Okay, we got urban rebels. Don't really want to spend too much. Okay. You know what? We may... You know what? Let's get the more loyalists. I know that kind of gives me a little bit of a negative thing, but that's fine. Come on, Ottomans. Just peace out. Let's peace out. Just peace out. Thank you very much. Okay. So they lost this. So let's see. Can we get this back? Support independence. We'll get the power block embassy and No, they wouldn't do this. Would you do some money transfer here? No. Maybe 500? No. How about 400? This may work. Maybe we can do 350. Like whatever little bit will help. There we go. So we'll go ahead and gain sport independence. We'll do it for 25 years. That is fine. Okay. So you'll gain wrathful. Okay, that's fine. You will gain some popularity. How popular are you? You're already not very popular. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, we must let love be love. And Serb-Russian Association have discreetly dispatched one of their numbers to amplify their mission in Serbia's most widely read newspaper. Let's maybe do this, because I think that seems to be the best thing forward right now. Okay, let's finish the furniture and stuff like that. So we should hopefully get some extra. Okay, yeah, clothing, wool. Would we be able to get dye workshops here? Yes, let's get dye workshops here. Lathes will probably work in our favor. Yeah, iron is a bit on the expensive side, but we should be fine. We may be able to do sawmills. It will increase our tool thing. Yeah, these guys don't want to do that. They wouldn't want to take on my debt. We may be able to get actually some support independence from these guys as well. I think this only gives them +1. Okay, let's keep at it here. Let's keep improving relations with them. Keep improving relations with these guys. And then we may be able to get something done on this front. We will get the paper and the coal done. And then we may go ahead and stop any sort of things. Let's get the services in here as well, just to get some money going. I really wish you would take on my debt. Unfortunately, that's not something you'd want to do. Okay, so we will keep damaging relations with you. Thing is, we might be able to do this. Yeah, their desire, we're at 87, so that will be fine. Okay, let's see once these guys get to cordial if this will happen. The state of Western Serbia has been struck by a blight. Crops are dying left and right, and the harvest is sure to be less than expected this year. Okay, we will do this. Yeah, let's do this. Increase the fellowship there, because if we can get them to support our independence, that will be huge. So we'll have to see what we can do. But for now, thanks a lot for coming and watching this first episode, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.